Welcome to Road to Billions podcast, the mentality of an entrepreneur. With your host, Moise Bertrand.
What's up, everybody? It is your host, Moise Bertrand, the Road to Billions podcast. It's been an amazing journey, man. You know, today's October the 2nd, and I was pretty much sitting down in my living room. I have this big whiteboard in my living room and stuff like that I write down all my ideas and stuff. And a great way of just knowing how my best ideas are going to come is just being in solitude. And when my ideas start flowing, man, I just really got to hop on it. So, you know, I wanted to let you guys know about some things that I could teach you, some 4 basic concepts that I just want you guys to implement in your business that is going to allow you to not only attract more customers, but to retain them as well. You know, we can always get customers, but a repeating and returning customer is always what we want. You know, you can always come in and never come back depending on your experience, but someone who experience was shaped on generosity and just a good feeling of being appreciated, that is a value customer. You know, you got to take care of those, and to get more of those, I'm about to go ahead and give you guys the gems. But before I do that, I want you guys to tap in, rate and review, man. If you guys can go on Apple Podcasts, literally on the app, and just write a review in that comment section. Just let me know how you feel about it. Just try to keep it, you know, cool. Don't try to do nothing crazy. But if you do, okay, that's your lifestyle. I mean, you're just that person. But, you know, at the end of the day, I appreciate everybody to be listening and that's tuned in on the podcast, man. Like I said, it's been an amazing journey. We just been doing things from outside and inside and just helping both ends of the spectrum, you know, meet and make ourselves aligned. So, you know, some 4 things I want to just give you guys that help me. This is not something I read from a book. This is not something I read from a passage. This is me, my opinion. This is my way of doing things. And I feel like I was able to repeat that for others by teaching others the same thing. And others are able to take that and bring it upon themselves and help their lifestyle. So the first thing I want to just let you guys know is be transparent. A lot of business owners, they try to keep the customers in the dark. They try to keep things under wraps, and they feel as if like they have to keep the problem tucked away just in case they want to keep the problem tucked away. And the big thing with transparency is that I learned most of the time people are afraid to be transparent because they're afraid of the feedback and the reply that the person who they're telling it to may give them. And that's a victim mentality, because we should never keep our throat chakra. In other words, we should never be afraid to speak about what we really want, what we really need, and what's really going on. And a lot of us fall victim to just having things tucked away. You know, as a business owner, your main objective is if people are buying from you, or investing in you, you should always keep a great line of communication, no matter what, no matter how dire, no matter how rich it is, no matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, like no matter how, you know, how good it's going, regardless, you should always keep a clear line of communication, and always keep people not in the dark, but more so in the damn sunshine, like the sunlight, man. Keep people informed. Now, when I tell people keep people informed, as a business owner, your first objective isn't to make someone make someone like nervous or anything like that. Your main objective is to allow them to understand what's going on. You know, when you're telling somebody what's going on, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I like to be very thorough. You know, I don't like to leave out any details, but at the same time, I don't like to underplay what's going on. You know, I like to keep it under wraps, because I want the investor, or I want the customers to feel like he has it under control. And, you know, you have to not let people see you sweat. Depending on how bad, it doesn't matter, man. Never let people see you sweat. You know, I tell people that all the time, and people really, they're attached to that mantra. I told them, never let them see you sweat, because I can't let you see me, you know, I got to make this look effortlessly. You know, this is something I do all the time. You know, I call myself Kobe in the last 4th quarter with freaking 30 seconds left. Pass me the ball. You know, pass me the ball, like no cap. And, you know, when you have things under control, and when you have a mindset that you're telling yourself, this too shall pass, you know, positive solutions end up coming to you. You know, and I tell people, it doesn't matter, like, okay, you lost a customer, be transparent. Why did you lose the customer? If not, you can tell another customer that. Tell yourself that. Why did I lose this customer? Did I not reply back to their text? Am I only asking them for money when I need it? I'm only sending them deals. I never tell them thank you, appreciate you. I just say, I just never send out a thank you, nothing. I just don't make this person feel a part of the culture. You eventually have to come into senses with that. You don't want to be a person who only looks out for people, and you don't want to be that person who never gets that appreciation in return. So you have to put yourself in that predicament and shoes of a business owner. But you should always learn to appreciate those who invest in you and actually buy from you, because they see something in you that they like in you. So take that. Like, don't let nobody feel like they're left in the dark with anything. Very line of communication. Be transparent. The second thing as well, always make sure you're always doing your best. Like, I can't preach that enough, man. I can't really tell others how to just keep doing your best. Like, it's going to be days, and you guys hearing this is other podcasts I do and other episodes. If you can't stay motivated, stay consistent. Like, sometimes I tell you guys, sometimes I don't want to work. Sometimes I don't want to, and when I say work, I mean like sometimes I just want to chill a little bit for the day and just really give myself a little bit of time to just understand, like, I put all my effort into this. I put my best foot forward. You can't lose when you put your best foot forward. And the older I'm getting, the more I'm realizing that, because, it goes over a lot of people's head. You can't, like, because we never think about it, and I want to like shed light on that, because when we were growing up, a lot of people told us, like the older adults, it was like, don't worry, just try your best out there and just give it your all. And when we give it our all, yeah, we may feel defeated, but we don't know what comes from that defeat. Like, people be like, yo, you did amazing. Like, I didn't even know you could do that. Like, that's like you dropping 40 points in the game and you tapped into a whole nother type of position and power, and you're just shooting jump stops and everything that's going well for you, bro. And then you still lose the game by like 10. But what comes after that game? Your highlights are showed. Your of course, your net worth is going to go up, because now coaches are looking at you like, bro, he's a clutch player. Like, he could come through. Yeah, he lost, but look how he was able to take that offense in his hands and dictate the offense. They want people who are going to lead no matter how bad it gets. That's why people are okay with LeBron taking shots, because he made that upon himself. Like, pass me the ball and I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. Most of the time, I might make it, okay, cool, but the shots I miss, people are going to live with that because I'm LeBron. And the same thing goes for Kobe. The same thing goes for Luka. The same thing goes for Booker. The same thing goes for DeRozan. I could name every player who everybody could say, yeah, I passed him the ball, because they already made that something they're going to do. So when I say put your best foot forward, it doesn't mean go out there and do the things you already know. It means go out there and over-dramatize the things you already know. But remember, you're in control of this. Like, you only going to know what's your limit. You only going to know what you can't do. So if you just put your best foot forward, you're going to start tapping into a whole new different energy. And then you're not going to feel like you take any losses, because, hey, you might fail in business, but you put your best foot forward, you're learning something that a lot of people don't know. How to set up LLCs, how to move about taxes, how to move around the system, how to just have things in your set in stone. So you can't just really be like, well, I failed. No, bro, you just learned 4 new factors that half of the world don't know, and you're going to continuously learn if you're continuously moving forward and being consistent. So that's the second thing, man, putting your best foot forward. And the third thing is build relationships. I can't stress this enough, because I didn't get my master's or my PhD like some of my colleagues and line brothers did. I can't. I would have, but I just felt like my journey and my passion, my gift wasn't aligned with just more so in education. I felt like my gift was just in business, in a way of communication, a way of this negotiation, of knowing that I could sell anything. Like, I could sell you guys this podcast, and you guys will literally start the podcast, and you guys gonna be like, damn, Moise sold me a podcast. Like, he sold me how to set up a podcast, because I could dictate the way people are feeling about me now. I could dictate the way I move conversation, because I give everybody their props and praises before I even go ahead and go into business with them. Because that's the first thing. Like, when I go into business with people, I let them know, like, I want to work with you because, bro, you're a genius, and I love what you do. Like, at the end of the day, I only can respect what you do. I see you doing this, man. I want to partner up with you. I want to kill the game right with you, man, and I can bring some value. Let's work together. And some people may say yay, some people say no, some people may say I don't know yet. But for the people that don't work with me, I'm always communicating with them no matter what. Like, because that's the type of person I am. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh well, that's a done deal. Nah, bro. Like, we still cool to this day because I don't go into relationships. I don't go into these places expecting. When you start expecting, your expectations could become out sour, bro. You don't want to go in there with expectations because everybody else don't feel how you feel. I may not know you, and I may not know your intentions to work with you. I may feel like our energy may not be aligned. We could probably work on something later down the line, but for right now, it's not really going to happen because I don't really feel comfortable just working. And that's okay. You have to understanding other people's perspective. So when I tell you guys build relationships, that same person might come back around 3-4 months later and see you still doing the same thing. Now they might be a customer or might just really invest in you. You have to understand, like, I didn't get my master's, like I said, or PhD, not because I didn't want to. It's because, like, things happen in certain ways. You feel like it's a wave, like it's a high, right? I tell people you have to ride the highest wave because when you ride the highest waves, you don't want to go back down to like calm waters. You want to, like, the waves is also a very like exciting but like very dangerous moment, because if you guys ever see these waves that go 30 feet up in the air, like, bro, that's 30 feet of water. You feel me? Like, that's about to drop down. Like, that's about to hit you. You feel me? So you're having a split second, but your rush for excitement, your rush for your zest for life is so high that you only have to keep going. So when you build relationships with people who are in your circle, it not only lets you, like Jay-Z said, like, if everybody in your circle is locked in and not rugged, everybody's a millionaire. Dame Dash said the same thing. He goes broke. I could ask him to come work with me for a little bit to get his money up, and now we're building an empire. I lose some money, but okay, the money I lost, let me see who I could tap into that knows how to manage money, who knows how to make money, knows what I could do better moving forward with money, because now I have somebody who has the knowledge. He may know something I don't. I could tap in with him, like I said, man, 48 laws of power, those who you surround yourself with, at the end of the day, you will become a reflection of those 5 people. And not only that, you guys, Think and Grow Rich, that's a big one as well. The Alchemist, those books speak about, like, understanding how big relationships are. And not only that, what's a relationship with yourself will be, because if you allow yourself to continue to be dumbed down by your environment and by the people you come across, then you have failed your future version of yourself. Like, you told yourself, okay, cool, I don't care. And I'm not telling you, like, everybody's a bad person to hang with. I'm not telling you guys that. Like, this is a podcast that's only giving you guys an enlightenment to how I think, a different perspective. What I'm just telling you guys, you can't hang with the same homegirls you did 5 years ago, because she may not have the same energy levels as you now. And whatever happened or whatever is going to happen will cause that shift to shape your future, bro. So it's like, you have to catch red flags in the beginning of any relationships, and you have to only go for things that are going to help you grow organically. You don't want to go, like, hang with people and then don't like these people, and only because they bring you social media clout. Now you have a different type of followers, and these people aren't in your niche for real. It's just like if you see people following a rapper and he ends up, let's say, wanted to open up, like I say, I'm just going to say this, a church, right? A rapper opens up a church. They're going to be like, man, what you open up a church for? You ain't know, like, what you going to do? Like, people are constantly going to down you because those people aren't in your circle, aren't in your niche, aren't in your lane. Like, you know how entrepreneurs only mess with entrepreneurs because we understand we're relatable to, like, what needs to be done, and we have people who we come in contact with. But the whole theory of life is you could always get rich. You could always become successful by hanging around the right people, by knowing the right people. I know so many people who don't have a college degree that are fucking making hundreds of thousands and, some millions, bro. Like, that's really a lifestyle for these people, bro. And what I'm trying to preach to you guys is that you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Like, I got into trucking and I told people that I don't even know nothing about trucking, but I put my expertise in just adding value in marketing and just knowing how to do creative operations strategist things. That's going to be my new title. I'm going to call myself a creative operations strategist. Yeah, I know how to creatively help businesses make money. I do this. I'm a creator. I'm a creator. I'm an innovator. So, when I tell people building relationships only helps you, bro, like you have to really emphasize, man, listen, I don't got to go to college, but shit, if I know this dude who knows how to do this and he's already up, so let me just go work with him and get my bag right as well. It's okay riding somebody's wave, but ride it with the intention of being pure and not riding it with of hatred, of any jealousy, of any backdoor type of weirdo shit people do. So I don't tell you guys to do anything weird. You feel me? Anytime I tell you guys be 100, stand on all 10, and be yourself. So don't ever underestimate the power of the tongue, let alone the people you come in contact with, because they will make or break you. So, and the last thing, guys, have faith, man. Have faith in retaining the customers. Have faith in just knowing people are going to come back to you. So you're transparent. You're putting your best foot forward. And not only that, you're building relationships, man. These 3 things I already mentioned before are going to let you automatically retain the customers and the clients that you seek. If you're just being all 3, man, you can't go wrong. You can't lose in life. You can't take an L because people know you for you. And then at the end of the day, those who are for you will come. So there's 7 billion people in the world and it's only increasing. So what does that mean? There's still people out there who you haven't met yet that could come in contact with you and could change your life in a split of a second. Like I could wake up today and tomorrow some dude be like, Moise, I really fuck with your podcast, man. I'm gonna give you $55 million, bro. Like, here you go. Here's a wire to your whatever bank account, business account. And I'm just gonna make sure that you take over the internet with this shit. And that could happen in a matter of 24 hours just because the way he heard my previous podcast. That's the way I built that relationship with him in person and telling him how honest I was as a person and just, following up and just putting my best foot forward. Those 3 things can automatically change your life for the better, not only in personal life, but in business, And the last thing, like I said, have fun. It's not a race, you guys. I don't have to look at the other dude, what he's doing and see what he's doing. I don't have to look at the other female. She's like, everybody's doing their own thing. Like, you have to have fun and you have to document the journey, because when you have fun, you're only going to let yourself grow more in fun. You're going to let yourself like be better than what you are. You're only going to let yourself just really bask in the moment, because the moment is only made to just really live in the moment. Like I'm not worrying about tomorrow. I'm not worrying about yesterday. I'm worrying about today. I'm worrying about Sunday, October 2nd. So like I tell you guys, have fun, man. Be transparent, follow up, man. Have great relationships, and just understand, like, you got to put your best foot forward in anything you're doing, man. If you guys have faith and have fun, listen, everything's going to come down. But remember, anything you do in life is building and is a starting point of something new. So give yourself grace on the things that you're starting. If you're starting something from ground zero, understand it's not going to be where it's going to be at as someone who's been doing it for a year, 2, 3 years, and the relationships they have and the way they communicate, not because you're not capable or aren't, as sophisticated or skilled as them. It is a little bit more time, and man, just you finding who you are as a person and just really diving more into that personality and characteristics. So I appreciate you guys for listening to Road to Business podcast. It's been so many great people just listening and, giving me feedback and just letting me know like they really proud of me. And I just want to say I'm proud of you. Like, I'm proud of y'all for listening. I'm proud of y'all for just, constantly making improvements to your daily life. Like, we constantly have to do that. So, like I said, you guys, it's been an amazing journey. May much of blessings and much abundance come you guys for the rest of the year, and keep chasing your dreams. Thank you.